Sup YouTube, back with another one, baby. You know what it is. This time we're going to be talking about some hidden gems, games that I have found over the years through streaming that I think don't really get enough love or attention. Hopefully they're new to you. If they are, do me a favor and hit me a like, comment, subscribe. Let me know what game new to you or what games you think I should cover in the next hidden gems list. I'm definitely looking to play always old school games and go back to the old library because I believe there's tons of gems that were left behind that a lot of people don't talk about. So without further ado, let's get it started. Yep. Number 1, Tails Adventure for the Game Gear. How do I describe Tails Adventure? So take Super Metroid, combine it with Sonic, add a little puzzle here or there, and boom. You have an awesome little adventure with Tails on Game Gear. You're able to hold up to 5 different weapons that you accumulate on your adventure. Use these weapons to not only kill your enemies, but also open new paths to different areas on the same levels. So yes, there is a ton of backtracking, but the music and animations are amazing. I mean, just look at this adorable shit Tails does. Don't you just want to hug him? So check it out. Number 2, Kingsfield II. Now, Kingsfield 2 is my shit. My chat will tell you otherwise, but this game is fucking amazing. This game is made by From Software. Yes, the same mofos who make all the dopest games now. So take Dark Souls and put it on the PS1, make it first person, and make it as slow as a turtle. Yes, slow as a turtle. And you have Kingsfield in a nutshell. So real quick, just want to point out that Kingsfield 2 in America is actually Kingsfield 3 in Japan. We never got the OG Kingsfield, so the original Kingsfield is Kingsfield 2 technically in America. Kind of like another franchise that was fucked up number-wise over here. Anyways, I love everything about Kingsfield, even though its combat is as slow as a slug on a ramp. There is barely any real guidance in the game, just like Dark Souls. There's tons of weapons and armors and even magic to use, just like Dark Souls. Complete with crystal flasks to restore health, just like Dark Souls. Brutal deaths and checkpoints if you're not careful. It's basically slowed down Dark Souls. I'll stop whispering. Sorry. I've beaten both the American versions of Kingsfield on PS1, and the only reason I put Kingsfield 2 above Kingsfield 1 is because of the faster frame rate when using magic and teleporting ability you learn makes the game so much fun to explore and really dig your teeth into the game for all the side missions. Yes, there is side shit to do in this game too. Or you can just kill all the friendly NPCs. Number 3, Snatcher. Okay, so I'm sure by now you've all heard about Snatcher from the millions of hidden gem videos out there. But for those who haven't, this Sega CD game is created by Hideo Kojima and has one of the most badass theme songs to a video game ever. It's basically a point and click adventure while utilizing the Sega CD's really amazing sound chip. The game gives you this incredibly Blade Runner-esque story that literally will keep you engaged from beginning to end. Some of the revelations I witnessed in this game are still in my brain to this day. So check this game out, at least once. And at least you gotta go listen to that jazzy intro all the way through. Sounds like Lisa Simpson on the sax, baby. Number 4, Wirehead. I am literally in love with this game. To me, it is the best paced FMV game of all time. Yes, it's an FMV game. Give me a second, please. Produced by MGM, meaning it's got some coin on it. We talking Scrooge money, baby, swimming in the money. Wirehead is a crazy ride through the life of Ned Hubbard, a random person who was in a tragic car accident before we could meet him. So in order to save his life, they implemented a brain controlling device to move him around. Yeah, it sounds pretty fucking dumb, I know, but I promise you, it's a trip. It's amazing. No cheap gimmicks, fair replayability with multiple routes and endings. This is the FMV game if you're gonna get down with the get down. Check a bit of this insanity out. Number 5, Robot Alchemic Drive. Oh baby, you know it's not a hidden gem list without some sort of mech game. Robot Alchemic Drive, or RAD for short, is a very fun game that is tough to master but always fun to play. You choose from one of 3 characters and basically get access to one of 3 mechs you can choose in the game. Now the really cool part is that instead of being in the mech, you control the mech with a bootleg PS2 controller. Yeah, that shit looks like your hands will cramp up faster than a masturbation marathon. So not only are you using a controller to control someone who is using a controller to control a mech, but the camera angle you get is from the perspective of the hero, not the mech. It's a pretty crazy mechanic, and you can low-key fly in this game somehow. This game is basically a beat 'em up 1v1 or sometimes a 1v2 against other big ass mechs destroying the city. The dialogue is cheesy as hell, but shit, so is the game and that controller, but it's a ton of fun.
What? What armor? So this is Valgara's power. It vanished. It teleported to avoid attack? That must be Valgara's defense mechanism. Our attacks won't hit. Move in for hand-to-hand combat. The fact you
Number 6, Lifeline. How can I describe Lifeline? I know. Take all the tutorials in the mid-2000s and swap roles, where you were the tutorial screaming at the person obvious shit to do. Front limb. Mouth. Mouth. Mouth, mouth. Dodge left. Dodge left. Eye, tongue. Tongue, tongue. Tongue, tongue, tongue. But man, this game is so underrated. It's a survival action game where instead of controlling the hero with your controller, you do it with your voice. Right eye. Right eye, right eye. Reload. Red eye. Red eye, red eye, red eye. Body. Tail, tail, tail. Body. Tail. Body, tail. Body, tail. Dodge right. I know it sounds dumb on paper, but man, let me tell you, I had the greatest time guiding our hero through all types of crazy ass adventures. So you're on a space station during Christmas, and something comes and starts eating people. In the middle of dinner of all time. Rude. You're a person trapped in the office watching the protagonist of the game complete all the tasks while you yell at her to run or here or jump there, or ask naughty questions. You can even play games with her like categories or name all the states. Category game.
Okay, let's play categories. Category is signs of the zodiac. Okay, hit it.
Capricorn.
Aries. 5, 4.
Aquarius.
Yeah, Aquarius. Sure. Which should I choose? Scorpio. 5.
Pisces.
Okay, Pisces. Taurus. 5,
Gemini.
4. Okay, Gemini. Leo. 5,
Cancer.
4. Cancer. Sure. Capricorn. 5, 4.
Sagittarius.
Sure. Sagittarius. Okay. So we still have some left? What are they?
Better not.
Oh. I give up. The total up till now is... It's a good game. We seem to be even matched. That was fun. Thanks.
It's a very different game, and I only recently got to play it because of emulation and some awesome people who never let the love of their famous games die. Like devs do. Just kidding. Number 7. Harvester. Now, if you grew up during the late 90s, you may have heard of Harvester. It's basically a play on the gore fest that was being shoved down our throats. You know, according to every politician and PSA mom out there. So Harvester is a point-and-click adventure that plays on the gore is too much idea and brings it up a notch or two. For the 90s, anyway. Kids see this shit now and are usually like...
In Tennessee, go ahead, what you want to say?
That shit is fucking trash, dog. Get the fuck off the airway.
But for the time, this shit is top-notch. Just check out the old highlight of me playing this game.
Useless? My goodness. What's wrong with her?
Cutscenes are gonna shrink. Oh, fuck!
My goodness. Oh, it's not as bad as it looks. You just pop them back in. See?
Yeah, the game is super hard too. You don't do things in a very specific order, then you completely fuck up your save and have to start all over. So I use the guide, cause fuck that. It's one of the great parody games that's actually pretty decent and rewarding as well. The ending is just as bonkers, by the way, so try and see this one through till the end.
Meat is the foundation of any decent society. Everyone needs at least 3 servings of red meat a day. And anyone who says otherwise is a commie. And once you're married to Stephanie, I'll be part of the family too. And your father will give me all the meat I want. Kinda makes up for not getting into the lodge.
Number 8. Skyblazer. Man, I don't know how in the flying P-Wing Skyblazer skated under the radar. This game has everything. Rocking music, amazing platforming, wall grabs, new abilities learned every level, difficulty spikes, fair checkpoints, boss gauntlet, and a bootleg Goku looking like mofo. Not too sure on the story, even though we beat it like a month ago. Look, I was busy talking to Chad, okay? I'm sorry. But I know it's all about destiny, and this guy's destiny is to save the world. Man, the abilities in this game are so fun to use. Flying across screens, bootleg sonic booms, the ability to heal yourself, the ability of invincibility. Like, man, this game is so good. And it slipped under most of the radars as kids and adults. So make sure you find a way to get this one, or at least play it. Number 9. Star Trek Bridge Commander.
Sir, warp engine's not responding. Routing emergency power to impulse engines.
I know you probably ain't seen this on no damn hidden gems. I love you, Metal Jesus Rocks. Listen, I know. Star Trek, right? Listen up. Early last year, I hated Star Trek with a passion. I thought it was boring, whack storylines that go nowhere. But now that I've watched all of Next Generation and most of Deep Space Nine, I can honestly say Star Trek may be one of my favorite TV shows of all time. Nothing like seeing a captain, whether it's Picard or Cisco, take control of all the bridge's functions at the helm. This game lets you live out that life to the T. In Bridge Commander, you command a few different Star Trek ships and control everything from torpedoes being used to how much sensor output you want to use from your backup power supply. This game has been even made better by mods, which take a bit of fixing to get working, but once you do, oh my fucking god. The game is glorious, on all accounts. If you're a fan of simulators in space, this one's pretty damn good to play. And in my opinion, the best Star Trek game to date.
Lining up rear torpedo tubes. Sir, they are draining our dorsal shield.
Number 10. Willow. So, not gonna lie, I never seen the Willow movie. In fact, I thought this was James Franco. Yeah, still don't know much about Willow. So I decided not to tarnish my magical experience of the game. This may be one of the best arcade platformers ever. I say this because the animations are smooth, you level up and learn spells and even get stronger basic attacks, multiple characters, fair checkpoints. I beat this game on about $10 in quarters, so not too bad on your wallets either. What I really love about Willow though is the charming bright color palettes and the awesome wizardry background of it all. Willow gets some crazy abilities later, like the ability to launch bigger shots, shoot fire torpedoes, and even stop time later on. Yeah, the progression in this arcade game is some of the stuff we kill for in games now. This game should at least be played by MAME or arcade enthusiasts who haven't given it a shot. Alright guys, so that was my first top 10 episode, man. Let me know how I did in the comments below. Hope to see you guys on the next one. Thanks for all the support and love as always, guys. Be easy, be safe. I love you.